Good morning. It is 3:45. We got about 3 hours, maybe a little shy of 3 hours before gobble time. Excuse me. I'm tired. Came early this morning so we wouldn't get beat out, and hopefully have a pretty good starting point this morning. The last couple of days the wind's been high and it's been kind of tough hunting as far as hearing. Right now it's early season, turkeys getting on the ground hushing pretty quick, and yesterday I had my 10-year-old son, so we couldn't do a whole lot. But today I got a little bit of time. I don't have to be all up till probably 4:30 this evening, so we'll see if we can't round this one up. Hopefully get one pretty quick this morning, but nonetheless, we're gonna lay this seat back and sleep probably for about 2 hours and get up and get our stuff on and start easing on in there. I want to be in there close to the big creek before good gobble time, so I can kind of listen to that whole bottom, because I don't know if I'm gonna be exactly on top of where a turkey's at, but I should be within earshot of one, and I can move as needed. So anyway, fixing to lean the seat back, get us a little power nap, and we'll catch back up with y'all here in just a little while. All right, we're headed in. Got about 10 minutes of walking with this flashlight, and I want to cut it off so I can get in there close, but we'll catch back with y'all, hopefully close to a gobbling turkey. That's how it's done. Oh God. That's how it's done. That's how it's done. That's how it's done, boys. Oh God. Fine turkey. Oh, big old long beard. Boy, he hit the ground. Oh man. I came in here yesterday. Well, I didn't come in here. I was down the creek at another spot and heard this bird over here. And when I got over here to him yesterday, hang on. I got over to him yesterday, somebody was already on him. I had my son with me yesterday and we got here kind of late. It's hard getting a 10-year-old up so early. But anyway, I told myself I wasn't gonna get beat out today. So I got up at 2 this morning. It's about 5.5 hours before good gobble time. Or 4.5 hours, I'm sorry. And I'll make sure I was here early. I hear another one gobbling down a branch. But I made sure I got here early. God, he's a beautiful bird. Big old, he's got some black wings on him. But I got here early this morning. I got out the truck plenty of time and I slipped down here to about where I put a pin on him yesterday from down yonder. I knew the guy didn't kill him. I stuck around and I never heard him shoot. So I slipped in here this morning and where I started, I was probably about 200 yards off from where I ended up setting up, so it wasn't bad, but it wasn't in the right spot. These birds around here, they're strange, man. You got to be in the spot. I mean, 100 yards off and you're out of the game. But anyways, he went to gobbling and I slipped down here kind of in the somewhat darkness. First gobble was 6:23. Yesterday the first gobble was about 6:34, so that kind of helped me a little bit. I used them 10 minutes to move. Anyway, he went to gobbling, made my move on him, got over here where I heard him gobbling and got to surveying. I see why he's calling this spot his house. So anyways, I slipped in here and got up. There's 2 big pines right here behind the camera. Perfect setup. Got set up. It's real flat right here. It's like an angle coming off the pine hill down to the bottom. And when he first started gobbling, he was gobbling into the swamp. And I let him go, probably gobble 10 minutes on his own. I don't know if I got it on camera or not, but I could tell he wasn't facing me. So when he gobbled again, I kind of, cut at him, just pop, pop, pop. And then like a excited yelp, nothing too crazy, but just enough to let him know, hey, I hear you, big boy. Well then, all of a sudden, he gobbled it next time, and it sounded like he was breathing down my throat. I could tell he had shifted on the limb, and then I could hear him drumming. He was probably 120 yards. I heard him drumming up there on the limb. And anyway, I didn't give him no more than that. He gobbled 4 or 5 more times. I think I may have treed up to him one more time. And then I heard him pitch. He landed. I thought it was going to get kind of hairy. I thought he was going to come up to my right. There was a bunch of thick stuff. But I kept throwing my calls up this hill. And man, right where I was throwing my calls, he got on the ground, went to drumming, come right up, shot him 30, maybe 35. Perfect hunt. Golly. You know, people always ask me all the time, man, how you get on these turkeys? How you get this turkey in? I mean, all my friends know I don't like being like I'm Mr. Know-It-All, because I'm not. I've just spend a lot of time out here and just learn. You just got to take every bad hunt and use it for leverage to learn a good hunt. I can't tell you how many bad hunts I've had. Like yesterday, I heard this turkey over yonder and went home yesterday hanging our heads. My son was hanging his head. I said, son, don't let that discourage you. Let me teach you what my dad taught me. He said, take this, put it in your pocket, because tomorrow is a different day. Beautiful morning. No wind, clouds, no clouds, stars, beautiful. Turkeys gobbling all down the branch, hoot owls hollering. But anyway, I used what I learned yesterday for leverage on the next day. And you just got to get where these turkeys want to be. People set up too far and they set up in the wrong spot. They call too much. I mean, I understand some people know they don't know, but you just, when you have a bad hunt, don't hang your head. Don't go home hanging your head. Just say, you know what? I heard a bird. Tomorrow is a new day. I'm going to get over there and I'm going to learn what he did yesterday for today's experience. And that's what I did. But anyway, he's a fine 3-year-old gobbler. He's got pretty good sharp spurs. Probably 10-inch beard, maybe. I don't know, 9, 10-inch beard. Let's see here. He's probably got 9.5, 10, maybe 10 inches. He's got a good brush. We'll get him hung up, see if we can get some pictures. All right, well, here he is, guys. Beautiful turkey. Beautiful morning. Thank you, God, for creating this beautiful joker, creating this beautiful day. Sun's coming up through these pines, dogwoods blooming. It's absolutely beautiful. It's I think about 8 o'clock. Probably shot him about 6:55, maybe 6. I don't know, right at 7. I had to look back at the camera. But beautiful morning. Hunting right by myself. That's outside of a couple real close friends. That's how I like it, by myself. I had to give props to a friend of mine. He pointed me in this direction over here the other morning, and because the birds I was trying to get to, there was some guys hunting them, and he sent me over this way. Well, I went to where he told me he had heard a bird, and when I got there was a guy on that turkey. So I went on down the road a little further and ended up finding I found another bird that was close to this bird, and by the time we got to him, he had hushed. Well, I heard this bird over here gobbling and made my way over this way, and there was a guy on him, and so I just dropped the pin on him and backed out. I don't like messing nobody up, because I don't like being messed up. Anyway, that was yesterday. Well, today, I left the house at 2 o'clock in the morning. I got over here about 4 hours for a good gobble time, slept the truck, got out, walked in here in the dark, and where I stopped, I was within 100 yards of where I wanted to kill him. But I done went through all that ramble. You guys saw it. But I'm just blessed to get out here and do this. I mean, and this is public. I mean, anybody can do this. It didn't cost me nothing. A lot of you guys, I just started this YouTube channel last year. A lot of you guys don't know me and who I am. I'm just a little old peon, just a little old southern boy down here in the Florida Panhandle. But I've been hunting turkeys since I was probably 7, 8 years old with my dad. And I mean, you guys seen on my channel, I'm shooting the recurve and doing some other stuff. And my family, we're just big outdoorsmen. I started this channel really for just memory purposes, something I can look back on. I've done went through a couple cell phones and lose pictures, lose videos. I got kids coming up, just something. I really wanted something just to capture memories. Well, I can put myself on YouTube and hopefully look back on it later down the road. My kids and grandkids can look on it. But turkey hunting is my ultimate passion. By far, I'd give up anything in the world other than my kids and my family, my wife and stuff, than turkey hunting. Turkey hunting is God, family, turkey hunting. Then work. Anyway, a lot of you guys know Mr. Dave Owens on YouTube. I'm a fan of him for sure. He is really brought a beautiful light to the turkey hunting world. He hunts turkeys the way I've always hunted them. So I don't want people to see this video and they say, oh, he's trying to be like Dave. No, I'm not. There's a few ideas I got from Dave. A couple apparel things. I smoke cigars over my turkeys now because of him. So I'm not going to take claim for his idea. I like the idea. And so I'm going to practice it, you know. I like it. But we have always sat down with our birds after we killed them, enjoyed the moment. But as far as tactics and all that stuff, I've been hunting turkeys the way he's hunting them since I was a kid. And I appreciate it, Dave, if you ever see this video, for bringing light. It's a beautiful way to hunt them. So figured I want to put that out there. I don't want people to think I'm trying to be like somebody I'm not, because I promise you I'm not. Like I said, I got a few ideas. That gun set up over there, I kind of got that idea from him. I grew up shooting 0870 pump, and it did fine. And just wanted to step my game up. I missed a lot of birds growing up, and swapped over to shooting hand loads. I make my own tungsten now, and anyway, so on, so on. That don't really matter. What matters is this old beautiful boy right here. That was a fine hunt. I got 2 more birds down this swamp, gobbling right now as I'm speaking. I got a pin dropped on both of them, and we'll see what we can't do with them. Or I got plenty of friends and family that like to hunt, and maybe I can put one of them down the barrel. But anyway, I'm gonna get me a cigar out and see if we can enjoy us a little moment with this son of a gun right here. Good Lord. Thank you, Mr. Dave, for bringing this idea. I love it, man. I love sitting down with them, just smoking old sweet cigar. Old Black and Mild sweets. Every time I taste it now, it just reminds me of spring. It's the only time I smoke them. I'm not a smoker. And, you know, he's done went through all that spiel. But anyway, we're going to enjoy these next couple minutes with this old boy right here and ease on out of here and go do a little scouting and get ahead for the next day.